As humans continue to urbanize and develop natural habitats, wildlife is being forced to adapt at an unprecedented rate. But what does this mean for the future of evolution? Are we inadvertently pushing urban wildlife to evolve faster? In this video, we explore the fascinating consequences of human impact on urban ecosystems and the surprising ways in which wildlife is responding. From clever adaptations to unexpected mutations, join us as we delve into the cutting-edge science behind urban evolution. I'm diving deep into the question of whether humans are actually pushing urban wildlife to evolve faster, and I'm taking on the challenge of finding real-life examples to prove it. Urban wildlife is a fascinating topic, and it's hard to ignore the impact that human activity has on the natural world. As we urbanize and expand our cities, we're inadvertently creating a new environment for wildlife to adapt to. The question is, are they evolving faster because of us? Habitat loss is a major challenge faced by urban wildlife. As we clear land for construction, we're destroying natural habitats and forcing species to adapt or perish. Take, for example, the humble hedgehog. In the UK, hedgehog populations have declined dramatically due to habitat loss and fragmentation. It's a similar story for many other species, from birds to bees, that rely on specific habitats to survive. Pollution is another major issue. From toxic chemicals in our waterways to plastics in our oceans, we're poisoning the environment and the creatures that inhabit it. Urban wildlife is often forced to consume contaminated food sources, which can have devastating effects on their health and reproduction. It's a ticking time bomb, and one that we need to address urgently. Human interaction is also a significant threat to urban wildlife. As we urbanize, we're encroaching on natural habitats, causing species to venture into our cities in search of food and shelter. This leads to conflicts between humans and animals, often resulting in the death or relocation of the animals involved. It's a complex issue, but one that requires our attention and action. But habitat loss, pollution, and human interaction aren't the only challenges faced by urban wildlife. Climate change is also having a profound impact, altering the delicate balance of ecosystems and forcing species to adapt quickly. It's a perfect storm, and one that requires immediate attention. In the face of these challenges, some urban wildlife has adapted remarkably well. Take, for example, the raccoon. These clever creatures have learned to thrive in urban environments, raiding trash cans and exploiting human resources to survive. Similarly, pigeons have adapted to life in the city, exploiting food waste and exploiting our urban infrastructure. But it's not just about adaptation. In some cases, urban wildlife is actually evolving in response to human presence. A recent study found that urban pigeons are evolving to become more tolerant of human presence, with some even learning to exploit our generosity for food. It's a remarkable example of rapid evolutionary change, and one that has significant implications for our understanding of urban ecology. One compelling case study that showcases rapid evolutionary changes in urban wildlife is the London underground mosquito. This species has evolved from a surface-dwelling mosquito to a subterranean dweller in just a few decades, adapting to the unique environment of the London subway system. It's a remarkable example of evolutionary adaptability, and one that highlights the incredible resilience of urban wildlife. Another recent study found that urban foxes in the UK are evolving to become more tolerant of human presence, with some even venturing into cities to hunt and scavenge for food. It's a remarkable example of how urban wildlife is adapting to our presence, and one that raises important questions about the boundaries between humans and wildlife. In conclusion, it's clear that human activity is having a profound impact on the evolution of urban wildlife. From habitat loss to pollution, climate change, and human interaction, the challenges faced by these species are significant. But as we've seen, some urban wildlife is adapting remarkably well, and even evolving in response to our presence. The implications for conservation efforts are significant, and it's essential that we take a proactive approach to protecting these incredible creatures. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments about urban wildlife. If you're interested in learning more about wildlife conservation, be sure to check out our next video on the importance of preserving natural habitats.